up along the outside wall, grabbed by the Wheaton Thunder. Wheaton turns it around, fires it on. Deinhammer makes the save on a shot by number 8, Danny Gronseth.
Looks like we had some audio issues, but I think we're all squared away here. So early on, just a couple of few seconds into this game.
Yeah, just a few seconds in this game. If you're just joining us and you didn't hear us before, Wheaton Thunder, number 4 seed in the Bronze Division, going up against Marquette Golden Eagles, the number 1 seed in the Bronze Division. Is Wheaton wins the faceoff. Rest assured, if you're just now joining us, you didn't miss really anything. 19:23 to go in the first period. Nothing our scores. Marquette crosses the red line, over across the blue line, looks up. Maybe thinking about a shot here, backhanded attempt, pushes the goalie out of position. He's going to get redirected in for the goal.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I'm not sure about that, too. I should have been a dead puck. I don't know if it moved. He got pushed out of the way. Goaltender interference. There's question marks all around on all these players' faces. We'll see what the refs have to say about it.
Well, the faceoff's coming out, so I think it is going to remain no goal, which is the correct call.
I would say that's a good call. He pointed to the net and whistled it as a goal, and I was just curious as to why in the world you would initially react that that's a goal.
Yeah, strange scenario, but we're all squared away now.
All squared away. The correct call is made, and now Marquette keeps it in their offensive zone. They're going to pass the puck down now behind their own net. Or excuse me, behind the net of Wheaton. Marquette kicks it back up into the far wing. Turning around, pressure put on there, and Wheaton going the other way now.
Big hit.
Yeah, that's a big hit. Team captain Peyton Millen dumps the puck in. Marquette goes back on the attack. Up into the neutral zone dump in. You know,
it's been a long day.
Yeah, we've hit a brick wall here, but we got. Oh, hold on now, shot on, fat rebound there, off of Carter Deinhammer, and that's enough to wake you up right there. Move it up across the blue line. That's number 42, Jack Smith. Smith takes it up across the blue line, takes it back out. Man goes down. 2 men go down. They are getting close to each other on Valentine's Day, falling up along the far boards there. Interestingly, no hand was up. That could have been called a tripping, but it was not, as now Marquette's going to take it the other way up across the blue line. Little stick handle move put on there by Eric Helm. Helm chooses to dump the puck in with 17 3/4 left. Turned around now by 52, Anthony Olello. Olello fighting for his life with that puck, but it's not going to work against these strong legs of Mellon. Mellon kicks it up, kicks it out, and the puck will get dumped down the length of the ice. Hands up for icing, and it will be called with 17.5 minutes left to go in the first period.
Well, when looking at this Wheaton Thunder roster, there's a special someone you want to keep an eye on, number 22, Peter Engelking. He's been really good this year, 27 points in 14 games. Nobody else on the team has more than 20. The next closest is Danny Gronseth, and he has 19 points in the same amount of games played. So good chance that we're going to see Peter Engelking get on the score sheet here today.
Engelking, a big reason why Wheaton did eke out those few wins they did and qualified for this tournament. Puck dumped up along the far boards. Wheaton grabs it. And they're going to try and set up an attack here. Dealt over to the far wing, body in the neutral zone. Picked up now and taken in by Haas. Loses it. Here goes Marquette the other way up across the blue line. That'll be 52 again, Anthony Olello. That's a fun name to say as a broadcaster,
yes.
Isn't it?
No kidding.
Lots of A's, lots of L's. Feels like you're stuttering when you say it. That's a sign of a great name. Up across the blue line. Go to Marquette. Golden Eagles drop pass shot. Oh, and it's going to go wide of the net. Looked like maybe they were there to, grab that puck. It could have been a good centering opportunity and scoring opportunity, but now it's going the other way. Thunder dump it in. That'll be Chris Hayes. So far, it's been mostly Golden Eagles on the attack, but as I say that, now the Thunder center the puck. Picked up and nothing. I couldn't get to it in time. It was number 22. That's Peter Engelking. He's, of course, the big scorer on that Wheaton Thunder team.
This one flipped up into the bench here, so looks like we'll have it just outside the zone. But one of the things, too, when Wheaton was at Bradley earlier this year, it was early December, I remember vividly, I was on color for one of the games, and I had no voice. I had used it all in our D2 game before, so I'm glad I'm able to give the Wheaton fans out there my full voice experience, so that'll help.
Marquette plays the puck up over along the far boards, over across the blue line.
Ooh.
Big hit. And a man goes down. That looks like it was 44, Christopher Kita.
Marquette player shaking up here behind the play.
Yeah, he's down for a little bit.
Yeah, that was
let's see a replay on that. He's just now rolling over. I'll keep you updated while we get a replay on what exactly happened. It was a little behind the play.
We'll see. Actually, it looks like the player went down already before he could get a replay, but looks like he collided with one of the Wheaton players, and you see him down there in the corner. It was a little short in the clip, but he is shaken up for sure.
Yeah.
And for Marquette, the player that went down for the Golden Eagles couldn't tell, looked like 44, if I'm not mistaken.
Might have been Christopher Colita if it was 44. We don't have a number on him. He's surrounded by players, and he's on his back now. He is rolled over, so we don't have any way of identifying him until he's treated and up and out. But
it wasn't really a hard hit, but he just went awkwardly into the boards.
He went awkwardly, and usually when the hit like that happens, you can hear the hit against the boards, but you couldn't hear the hit against the board. He's sitting up now. He's on his knees, and he looks like he's going to try and get up under his own power here. He's on his one knee, two knees. Okay, there he goes. He's being helped off the ice. And it looks like it's his right leg here he's holding.
Yeah.
He's definitely favoring the left leg.
It was hard to tell what the initial point of contact was on that play, but
you know what? I think it's his left hip. That's where he's holding right now. That was number 50, actually. That's Kenneth McMahon.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's okay. Scary situation for sure, though, nonetheless.
Marquette will try and get one for McMahon here as they lose the face-off to Wheaton. You never like to see that happen, but especially in playoffs when you have, just these meaningful games you don't want to miss out on. And it really, really sucks to see something like that happen at any given game as puck goes down the ice for icing, and we'll get a face-off over in the Wheaton Kings defensive zone, in the Wheaton Thunder defensive zone. I almost said the Edmonton Wheat Kings.
I was going to say you're getting confused with, believe the
Edmonton Wheat Kings.
Yes. They're a junior hockey team.
No, it's the Braden Wheat Kings. It's the Edmonton Oil Kings.
That's right.
Either way, save made over by Jacob Swan. Face-off now here in the offensive zone. Face-off won by Marquette. Marquette will turn it around. Up and down the near boards they go, and a little scrum here. Looks to be 5 men involved. And now pushing out into the neutral zone. Dunked back in by Marquette. Jimmy Sugri pushes it across the blue line. Whistle dead, offside.
Yeah, well, just about 5 minutes into this first period of play, neither team really has had any really great scoring chances. Both teams have gotten some shots on goal here in the early going, but nobody has gotten really anything good at quality yet so far. We've seen some big hits and whatnot. Not a ton of scoring chances here in the early going.
It's been a very stop-start kind of no flow to the game. The only consistent flow has been neutral zone play. And that's part of the reason, too. We're sitting here, we're kind of analyzing this game, but there's not a lot of intrigue yet.
Right.
Both teams just trying to find their feet, get under them, and kind of feel the other one out. And especially, if you're Wheaton here, the Thunder want to make sure they know what Marquette is. Marquette maybe not looking like you'd expect a first seed to look so far.
Yeah, and it's kind of been the opposite of the games we saw earlier, where we saw a ton of goals in the first few minutes of the games. Nothing yet here, though, so far.
Back into the neutral zone. It's played to the Thunder. Thunder trying a little backhanded pass. Intercepted. Now going the other way. Good move. Goes to his backhand. Drop pass now over to number 49, Slavin. Slavin with a shot on. It'll redirect over to the far boards. Turned around, good move there, finds a little bit of space in the slide area. Man goes down, hands do not go up. No penalty called on that. Would have been a soft slash, but I could have seen it after the last few games. Remember, we've seen 5 total. We've seen 5 total unsportsmanlike misconduct so far, 10-minute penalties. 1 in the first game, 4 in the second game. So these refs have been a little whistle happy, although I do believe they swapped for this game. So
yes.
It'll be interesting to see how quickly the refs get tired of the players' crap, so to speak.
Yeah, usually that's what you get is the refs will switch off, and some will do those afternoon games, and then another pair will do the evening games here tonight.
And here go the Marquette Golden Eagles. Pressure put on now. They're over in the far zone. Centering pass, can't quite find the man. Kicked up to the far point. Off of a leg going the other way, but it'll be quickly picked up and possessed by Bordenart. Golden Eagles up across the line, dispossessed, now going into the neutral zone, going the other way. Here we go with the Thunder. Good move put on. Pass over to number 8, Gronseth. Gronseth loses control of it, but he's going to fish it out, deal it up, and it's not going to be kept in the zone. So the Thunder grab the puck in the neutral zone. Ooh, a good little hop step move there. I like that.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Up across the blue line. Possessed by the Golden Eagles. They'll try and set something up in their defensive zone. Cycle the puck just a little bit, and off to the races they go. Into the neutral zone. Tries a little move put on there, but no, says number 18, Wheaton Mellon. Into the neutral zone, into the defensive zone. We'll go to the Thunder. Thunder trying to kind of set something up, anything up here. Neither team with a really shocking scoring chance so far here, as we need your 10 minutes left in the first period. The slap on, and now it'll hit a stick, and it'll roll over to the far board, stumped forward and out. Golden Eagles dump the puck right back in, whistle dead, out of play.
Again, Marquette's been having some problems, I think, early on in this game with just getting the puck into the zone and creating chances. They're getting log jammed at the zone, and so it's caused some problems for them on their entry feed. Same goes for Wheaton, but more so Marquette here in these last few minutes or so.
Face-off at center ice goes to the Wheaton Thunder. Thunder dump it up into the offensive zone with 11 and change left to go. Is now the attack is on for the Golden Eagles with the puck in the near corner of their offensive zone. Lose control of it. And here we go the other way. We're just kind of, I don't know if I would say we're playing ping pong here as they step across the blue line. Lose control of it. Backhanded centering attempt. Kicks it up to the line. Now a weak wrister shot wide. Almost half-hearted pass or shot. I'm not sure which one it was. Marquette grabs the puck in the neutral zone. Stopped up and now pushed forward. This is going to go the other way thanks to Engelking, who's fighting at the line. He's going to be bumped off of it by Marquette's going the other way. Did you ever play the ping pong game on the Wii where like the goal wasn't to score, it's just to get the longest possible rally?
Yes, I did.
That's what this game is right now. It's just a constant back and forth with nothing on the scoreboard.
Exactly. That's what it sure feels like.
But you know what that means, though, is that one of these teams is going to figure out how to break that.
Right.
We're going to find one of these teams just burst out, and they're going to figure out a way through this stalemate so far.
Good way to put it, stalemate. I like that.
If you like defensive battles, if you like, this is a chess game. This is not a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is a game of chess.
There you go.
Right now. It's so Wheaton breaks the puck out in the neutral zone. They'll dump the puck forward, chased after by the Golden Eagles. 14:51 to go here. Backhanded pass. Played into the neutral zone and now played up over to the far end. Lello loses control of it. He'll have to go chase after it behind the goal of Jacob Swamp. Puck in the far corner. We got 1-2 players in there, and Wheaton will walk away with it, play it up in their defensive zone. up into the far corner.
Penalty coming up here, going to be interference.
There it was. You can see that hit behind the play.
Or at least I think we're going to get a penalty. Maybe not.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and it looked like a penalty, an interference call in the behind the play, but
I guess not.
Well, we've been wrong before. We'll be wrong again. You know the funny part is that broadcasters all over the world, you think fans complain about refs, but a little peek behind the curtains to see how sausage is made, so to speak. Broadcasters the world over do exactly what we did. Wait, I thought that was a whistle for a penalty. Wait, what are you calling? How did you miss that? Face-off won by Wheaton, shot off the face-off won by Marquette, shot off the face-off, and a save made by Jacob Swan.
Yeah, Swan's been looking good here early on. Has had to make a couple of quick saves off these draws, but he's been ready, and he's been their go-to guy all season long, so see what we get out of him here tonight.
Face-off won by Marquette, shot from the point off the face-off, and it's nothing doing there as Wheaton now takes it the other way. Going down across the blue line, it's a one-on-one. We're going to rip a slap shot from the far boards, up and out of play on the slap shot by Engelking.
A good-looking chance for Engelking. They've been trying to go to him all night here, and that has been the case, as you see here, Engelking on the replay.
Face-off won by Marquette. They'll play the puck up along the near boards, dumped into the neutral zone. Taken forward now over by Eric Helm. Helm centers it up. Nobody's there. And now it'll come on back to the near boards. Boards centers it. Nothing doing there. Kicked up to the blue line. Shot and a save made by Swan.
No problem there for Swan again as he started to lock in a little bit here. Watch this again on the replay. Whoops, there we go. See, this puck starts out in the right corner and then they try and work it back. It fluttered its way back to the point, and Swan was right there to scoop the glove up on it.
A face-off won by the Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles now play the puck. Blew a tire over in the near zone, or in the near corner, and that will make the puck vacate the zone, so the Golden Eagles will have to set it up one more time. We said it before. I think it bears repeating. This is the first seed team, Golden Eagles. They've had a very solid season, and they seem a little lackadaisical out of the gate here.
Yeah, we saw that obviously in our Silver Division game with Milwaukee and Missouri. So that seems to be kind of the theme here today. All of the games have been really good so far, which is great for us.
Great for us. I'm sure it's infuriating if you're the coaches of the higher seed team.
Absolutely.
Marquette with the puck over on the far wing, up across the blue line. Over the red line, you got a 3-man into the zone. Tries to step away from a man, goes down. No hands up, though. That was a clean play. Just tried to step to the side of him and ran right into him. Puck bouncing around now. Is Wheaton takes the puck over along the far boards, up across the blue line. Stick handling move, centering pass, redirected by Marquette, out into the near boards. Wheaton tries to maintain the puck in their offensive zone by playing the puck over to the far corner, up to the far point, shot wide, redirected off the rebound, played behind the net now. Turned around, played up to the far point. That is 2-2 Engelking. He's the one to watch so far. Marquette will get a stick on it, play it out into the neutral zone, redirected as they'll try and reset, lose control of it. Here we go, Wheaton with a chance here. A little move, they're gonna take it around. No, it's gonna go shot wide off of the attempt by Gronseth. Gronseth shoots it wide of Dienhammer. Fight for the puck along the near board. Fired up into the neutral zone. And Wheaton tries to break the stalemate once more. across the blue line. We got 2 on 4 here. So Marquette will do the wise thing. Number 59, Jablonski will. He'll pull up, try and wait for his men, and there's pressure put on behind the net, taken away by Wheaton, and it's going the other way. Not before a man blows the tire. We've seen some guys lose some edges all over the place tonight. Sharpen your skates, guys.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe the ice is in poor condition, but yeah, I think skate sharpening is not a bad idea.
I think they offer it over at the front desk. I'm pretty sure.
They do.
Your team should
Yes.
have a skate sharpener too, I would think.
Yeah, I know that Bradley brought a skate sharpening machine here, so.
I know for a fact SIUE did as well. So just go knock on their door and just be like, "Yo, help a brother out here." Wheaton centers it, shot off of a leg, shot off the rebound, scores! John Mark Mills makes it 1-0 Wheaton.
Great job in front there by John Mark Mills, and you're going to see this on the replay here. Watch out front, keep an eye on number 90 on your screen. That's John Mark Mills trailing in front, and he totally caught the goaltender off guard. So the goal goes to John Mark Mills, primary assist to Peter Engelking, and the secondary assist to Danny Gronseth, who I thought had a really good shift there.
I think Danny Gronseth has had a few good shifts today. Not just that one, but he seemed to be a pretty solid play so far. As we tick under 5 minutes left in the first, the Wheaton Thunder trying for the upset here. Still early in the game, but the fact you're ahead of the number 1 seed is always a pleasant surprise. Stepping across the blue line and attempted to put on a move, but I mean, you got to make the puck go where the defender isn't when you deke somebody here.
Oh, how about that?
Look down, right down the score, turn up, and it's a tie game. Well, Golden Eagles tie it up 1-1 before I can say something about how it's nice to be out in an early lead. Look at that.
Yeah, watch this on the replay here as they go down below the goal line.
59-43.
So the goal will be attributed to Sam Jablonski.
And he's been their guy all season long for Jablonski. Coming into the tournament, he already had 21 goals, 21 assists. He is their equivalent of Peter Engelking, and so that's number 22 on the season for Sam Jablonski.
Face-off won by Wheaton. They'll turn around and a nice little stick handling move as they deal it up over to the center. The center of the offensive zone. Still going to pull a wrist shot wide. Here goes Marquette. They go for a home run pass. They find a man, but it'll get pushed off the puck. So he'll turn around, think better of it, and try and set something up. Bad pass there by Eric Helm will lead to a turnover. It's a 3-on-3. Here goes Wheaton. Into the offensive zone. Wheaton shot wide. That'll be picked up over by Ryan Slavin. It is spelled differently than Jacob Slavin of the Carolina
Hurricanes. Yep.
Who I should mention, his wife I went to high school with.
Really?
Yep, she's a St. Louis native.
Oh.
So if you go to the Blues games, there's a lot of the Slavin clan around there.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. As a Golden Eagle goes down. That's an awesome fact. And a turnaround, wraparound, goal. Golden Eagles take the 2-1.
Well, that's another wraparound goal. That was kind of very similar to that first goal that they scored just a few minutes ago. And, I mean, this is eerily similar to our first game of the day.
59-56-42.
And look who it is again. No surprise that it's number 59, Sam Jablonski. And so, but again, this is just like we had in our first game where top-seeded was down 1-0 early. They respond with two quick goals to make it 2-1 here.
It's so Marquette will deal it to themselves after the face-off win over to the offensive zone. Kicked up into the neutral zone now after a faulty attempt. Dump attempt goes awry, so it's going the other way for Wheaton. They'll lose control of it. Now dish it into the neutral zone. Dump it right back into the offensive zone with 3 minutes left to go. Puck now up along the near boards, redirected, shot on, and a save made by Carter Dienhammer.
Yeah, good opportunity there again for Wheaton. They're getting pucks to the net, and that's what they need to keep doing. They, of course, now trailing in this game for the first time, so we'll see how they adjust to it here in these final 3 minutes of the period. This will be an important telling time here, see if Wheaton can respond to some adversity. We saw Mizzou did it well. Now it's Wheaton's turn.
Mizzou did it well. SIUE did it well. Dare I say, University of Wisconsin and Milwaukee did it well. U of I did it well. Wheaton doesn't want to be the odd man out.
No, not at all.
As the puck gets played over into the near corner, bodies go banging as the puck rolls into the neutral zone. Grab now across the blue line, shot. It'll go wide on the shot by Eric Helm. Wheaton into the neutral zone, across the blue line, 2-on-2. Can't quite get past his man at the same rate that the puck does, so he'll turn around, look up to the far point, near point. Near point with a shot on, it's going to find a skate going the other way, and we have a 2-on-2. The third man took a shift change. It could have been a 3-on-2 here as the shot goes wide. Field up now. Shot attempt, and Wheaton will clear the puck as Marquette now plays it D to D in their defensive zone.
Loved the forecheck there by Cale Shepard for Wheaton. Nice job by him.
High effort forecheck. You love to see it now as the Golden Eagles cross the red line. Dumped in now behind the goal. Played up by Wheaton, and they'll clear it out. Oh, here we go. Look at the hustle here. We got to race to the puck. No icing. Good hustle there by number 5, Jack Reichen. Reichen gets involved in a scrum almost immediately. I count three Golden Eagles on there. Now a centering pass, missed shot, and it'll get kicked out to the neutral zone.
A couple of players a little bit slow to get up, but looks like we're back at it. And good forecheck again by Wheaton. They're hustling. They're using their speed here in this first period.
Golden Eagles in the neutral zone, step up across the blue line, will get pushed off. Look at these two, they have both their arms around each other now. And now another hit, that'll be whistled dead for offside.
Let's see, we're gonna have coincidental, maybe?
No, he whistled it and he just told.
Got a 10.
He's got 2 and 10.
It's Jack Smith. He said something afterwards because there was no whistle, no hand up. And then immediately he just went, go.
Yep.
Go.
Obviously the referee had heard enough, and I give credit to these referees for not tolerating anything, and that's what you got to do to just keep this game moving along. So tough break, but
yeah, you got to be the villain. But at the end of the day, you can't. That's better than being. You can't let unsportsmanlike conduct like that happen. You just have to call it when it happens.
So what are we up to now? 6 on the day?
6 on the day.
There we go. Through two and almost a third games so far. It's a lot.
Into the offensive zone go the Thunder. Thunder kind of lose control of it, regather it up along the near wing. Looking around, 39 seconds left to go here. Kicked up to the near point, far point. Played down now over and around. That's by number 22, Ingle King. Ingle King with a little drop pass back to the corner. Pass now around the net. And the man's just not there. Pass wasn't there, so we'll look down now into the near corner. Thunder with 3 men right there in that near corner area as they'll get dealt over into the far point. Wheaton can't do anything, can't keep control of it, and that's a poor play there by Timothy Kantazi. And time will expire on a eventful at times, uneventful at others. First period, 2-1. We're in a deadlock here. We've seen the scoring between the Thunder and the Golden Eagles, but I'd still wager that this is a stalemate.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've yet to see the best from both teams, no doubt. I think as this game progresses, we'll start to see a little bit more of that fight, and talked about kind of those playoff nerves. I think we've gotten through that feeling each other out phase. And now we can move on to the big boy hockey here in the second period. So we'll see what we get for sure.
We'll be back in 15 short minutes. This is the MACHA Playoffs. It's welcome back. MACHA Bronze Division between the Wheaton Thunder and the Marquette Golden Eagles. Wheaton the number 4 seed, Marquette the number 1 seed. 2-1 going into the second period here. Don't forget, Wheaton is on a power play, or Wheaton's on the penalty kill, excuse me. Or they're on the power play.
Yes, they are. I was going to say they are on the power play.
Yeah, they're on the power
right.
play for the next minute or so. I was like, they're on the power play, and then I counted my players, and I counted wrong.
Yeah.
I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
It happens.
All right, well, Wheaton wins the faceoff. They're going to play it up and through the offensive zone. Dealt around now over behind the net. As they play it up, and mismanaged puck there by number 18, Peyton Mellon. Mellon plays it up now. Oh, and a big hit at center ice. Good job there by Ingle King taking the body. Skate through your opponent is what they tell you. So turned around, handled now by Gronseth. Gronseth's had a couple good shifts in the game so far, but this one might not be one of them as Wheaton fails to get the puck in their offensive zone for a good chunk of time here, about 50 seconds, and it's dumped right back down the length of the ice. 3, 2, 1, and back to even strength go the Marquette Golden Eagles. Puck played up into the neutral zone. Marquette now plays it over along the far boards. Poked forward and poked back into the defensive zone by Marquette. We're seeing more stalemate action here.
Yeah, we are, and we'll get another icing call here, but again, kind of like the first, just the team's a little bit slow out of the gate here to start this period.
Yeah, and when one team figures it out, and they will, one team's going to figure it out. I think that's what's going to be interesting to watch is who figures it out, because that's going to be the one that'll really take control of this game. Once you figure out, hey, we got legs on these guys. Oh, and a centering pass attempt there on Marquette. Will intercept, they'll take it into the neutral zone, steps across the blue line, looks up and down, and turns it around over along the far boards, slapped lazily towards the goalie, up to the blue line, and whiffed on. Poked away, and here goes Wheaton the other way. Losing control of it, and that'll go to Quinn Harold. Harold plays it up along the far boards. Taken in successfully over on the far boards by Eric Helm. He's been all over the place today in the good way. Dumped up to the near point. Lost control of, and now taken into the neutral zone by Wheaton. Back and forth across the blue line it goes. Dumped in by Marquette, grabbed by Stasia Lyon. Well, we're seeing just kind of a tennis match here. It's a nice rally between these two teams, just back and forth. Not a lot of offensive zone possession in this game. In fact, I would wager that total time on attack between the two teams is still under 5 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, we've had chances here and there, but overall it's been a pretty dry game so far. But things will open up as we predicted earlier, and I think we'll start to see that here relatively shortly.
I think so too. 17:22 left in the second period. Face-off won by the Golden Eagles. They'll dump it down over to the far circle. Up and down between Helm. Helm kicks it up to his man at the point, kicks it back down, dispossessed, and here goes Wheaton across the blue line into the neutral zone. You got a 2-on-2. Here we go. Finds a little bit of space. A backhanded centering pass. It'll be stopped up by the goalie. Waited too long for that pass lane to open up, and it never really did.
Good job, though, by Ingle King. He's been the guy that's been driving these offensive chances here for the Wheaton Thunder.
Wheaton possesses the puck in the defensive zone. They're going to deal it on up to Ingle King. Ingle King loses control of it pretty quickly. And now a drop pass as they enter the zone. Shot, rebound, and it'll get cleared out by the Golden Eagles. Hold on, here's a nice chance. And if they can salvage it after a bad pass, they will. Up across the blue line, shot on, save made, and it'll get redirected over along the near boards. That was didn't develop as they wanted, but it was a good chance there for the Golden Eagles.
It was indeed, and got to keep getting more of those chances as Wheaton tries to get back here in the offensive zone now.
Well, it would have been called icing, but it was a good enough race if they wanted to watch a little more of it as the Marquette Golden Eagles deal the puck down into the neutral zone, picked up by Wheaton. Wheaton sets up in the office. They're going to try and get something going here. Into the neutral zone, backhanded pass attempt, doesn't find the man he intended for number 24, Jake Rhodes. Rhodes just wasn't where he needed to be. Centering pass, shot wide of the goalie, Carter Dienhammer. Sloppy puck play now in the far circle, just kind of ping-ponging off of sticks and off of skates. And it'll get cleared out by the Golden Eagles. Up across the blue line as Wheaton tries to take it in, and it'll be called offside.
Yeah, offsides here. 15-17 to go in period number 2. And still a lot of hockey left in this game, but it's been just about as even as you can get. The score, of course, favors Marquette, but both teams have had a couple of good chances here in the early going.
A whistle off the face-off here, and it didn't get dropped. Well, Flo Rida.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Right
love
in
it.
the house. When's the last time you thought of Flo Rida? Would it be over or under 2 years?
I'd say under because, you know, I like to go back and listen to, like, some of those old throwback hits, you know, like 2010s pop.
Okay.
So, but, you know, the last time I just thought, hey, you know, I wonder how Flo Rida's doing. It's been a while.
It's up. We'll have a penalty on the Wheaton Thunder here coming up with just under 15 minutes to go in the second period. You know, I made that statement. Oh, hey, it's my jam on now. Here we go.
They're playing all the hits.
All the hits here. I made a statement during the Super Bowl, and I got clapback from 101 ESPN listeners when I said, you know, the Super Bowl halftime show is Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, and I don't think I've thought of them in over a decade.
That's fair.
I like, you know, not to be mean, but I haven't.
Big power play chance, though, here for Marquette. We'll see what they do with that.
Absolutely. They'll kick it up to the far blue line. Marquette tries to put a dagger in this game. 2-goal lead would be very insurmountable here. Centering pass can't quite find the stick the way he wants it to now. And a bad pass could go cross ice. Is going to be taken the other way by Wheaton. Look at him wheel. Finds a little bit of space, but the puck goes just a mile an hour faster than the skater there. And Mills can't keep up with it for a second goal. Into the offensive zone, go the Golden Eagles. Up and around along the far boards. Dealt down to Helm. Helm plays it up to the blue line. Now back down to the far boards. Really working off of that on that glove side now. Kicked up, shot, save made by Swan.
I like the idea there by the Golden Eagles, and Swan comes up big to make the save, but they waited to try and get that lane, and I talked about earlier how that could be problematic, but that time I liked what they did, and I think it worked out well for them. They still have 1 minute and 3 seconds left here on this power play, so we'll see what they can do with it.
Face-off won by the Golden Eagles. They'll kick it up to the blue line, now over to the far point. Backhanded pass attempt, can't quite find a man. So we'll send it right on back. Oh, and it's going to go off. It's going to go offside. It's going to come out of the zone, and Marquette will set up again. Oh, hold on. Here's a 3-on-2 as they enter the zone here. But quickly shut down as Wheaton catches up to the play. Steps up to the blue line. Shot, and a save made by Swan. Off the shot by Proctor.
Yeah, Harrison Proctor with the shot there. That was probably the best chance they've had on the power play so far, and nice job by Proctor. He got a pretty clean lane to get that shot off, and it was a nice job, but better stop from the goaltender Swan.
So a scrum off the faceoff up along the near corner, and we're going to see how this one comes out. Comes out to the right-hand side straight into the Thunder hands. Down the length of the ice, grabbed by the Golden Eagles, now up behind the net, dealt up into the neutral zone. Across the blue line goes Kalita. Along the far boards, he's going to say, hey, I'm going to take it around. Swan, centering pass, shot rejected. And now another shot, and it'll go wide again. Pressure put on now as we have 2-man, 3-4-man scrum behind the net. Kicked out now to the far boards. Tried to deal it out into the neutral zone. They will, but the Golden Eagles take control, take it right back in, and now it'll get dumped into the neutral zone. Puck fielded by Harold. Harold dumps it in, and now played up along the far boards by Brady. Backhanded pass attempt. We'll break it out for Wheaton. As a couple bodies go banging in the far corner, and here go the Golden Eagles back into the neutral zone. You're seeing the Golden Eagles start to lay some separation here, not on the scoreboard, but on the opportunities here. Yeah,
they're getting lanes that they're converting on and getting the puck up the ice when they need to. And like you said, not shown on the scoreboard yet, but they are starting to clearly become a little bit faster than this Wheaton Thunder team.
So icing called here, and like you said, you're not converting on the scoreboard, but changing your game, making adjustments, you adjust your game first, and the scoreboard will adjust itself.
Yeah.
You focus right now on just tightening up, and the scoreboard will work its way out.
I agree, 100%.
You don't lose a hockey game in regulation by playing a better game than the other team. So
no.
The Golden Eagles trying to make some adjustments, and we'll see how Wheaton deals with them. But right now, it's all Golden Eagles for the last couple minutes of game time here. Oh, big hit right at the play there.
Oh.
That was number 56, Shane Brady. He's going to get a whistle on him.
Yeah, and he had a breakaway, and instead he's going to go to the box for a roughing call. So
it was an ill-gotten breakaway there.
Yeah, tough break.
It's so Shane Brady will get called 2 minutes for roughing. He's going to go have to share that penalty box with, of course, the man serving a 10-minute misconduct from earlier. The sixth of the
Feels like it's been forever since that moment in time.
I was going to say, I just had that thought too. How has it not been 10 minutes?
Yeah. I was like, oh, I kind of forgot he was there.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I knew he was there because I could see that stick sticking up there, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Face-off won by the Golden Eagles, dumped down the length of the ice, and that's a good way to start their penalty kill. Up across into the neutral zone. This will get poked away, now over to the far boards. And it's good job there by the Golden Eagles. They wasted quite a bit of time.
Yeah, they did. Good job killing off some of that time, but look out.
My. That was a shot from the blue line. It looked like a little biscuit you could have just picked out of the air. He missed it and went off the post now. They're going D to D. Wheaton lines up for a shot, didn't connect with the stick right and hit his own man laying down. I think that's one for the team charity jar there, is don't hit your own man with a shot.
Yeah. It happens sometimes, but good-looking chances from Wheaton here now. Still have half a power play to work with.
Absolutely. We call that the Shea Weber syndrome, by the way. A list of people he has injured knows no end. Dumped out by the Golden Eagles. 48, 47, and 46 seconds left to go in the power play. 10 and change left in the second period as the game nears the halfway point. Golden Eagles celebrate the halfway point by dumping it back into the Wheaton zone.
This game has been moving right along, though. I mean,
yeah, there's not much stoppages. I appreciate the refs letting the boys play, saying, this is the tournament. We'll call the egregious stuff, but you sort yourselves out here. Dumped in behind the net and played along and out the length of the ice, and that might just do it for the Golden Eagles. Penalty kill as the time clicks down to 7:06.5 left, and the last gift. Never mind. I was going to say the last gift of the power play will be the resulting possession, but it gets rejected by the Golden Eagles not once, but twice here as they take the control of the puck in the neutral zone. Back to even strength we go as the Wheaton Thunder take the puck over across the blue line into the neutral zone. Good move there. Finds his man. Can't corral it on the backhand, but a good idea there by John Mark Mills, who's already on the scoreboard today.
Hey, he's got the only Wheaton goal, and it was a good one in front there, too.
He's got some moves. He's a guy to watch if this Wheaton team wants to have success in this tournament. Backhanded shot, loose puck, tapped in, scored. Golden Eagles make it 3-1.
Yeah, nice job in front. That was just kind of a play for the Thunder defense there, and they did a good job of being in the right place, right time at the back door.
49-44. Do we know what time he's out? He's got to be out.
Uh-oh.
So if you didn't hear that because you had the volume down, the ref goes 49-44. That's the goal.
What time do you go in?
And he goes, regarding
2
the
seconds and a
man
whistle?
serving a 10-minute misconduct, goes, he's he out? Can we get a time check on that? He's got to be out.
Well,
He's just been sitting there.
he thinks what we've been thinking.
He's been there a long time, hasn't he?
Oh, that's funny.
Man. He's thinking what we're thinking, like, how do we – it seems like it's been about 35 minutes of game time.
Of course, the player we're talking about is Jack Smith.
Yeah.
For the Marquette Golden Eagles. But, yeah, I mean, it does feel like he's been in there a lot longer than 10 minutes.
Golden Eagles dump the puck down the length of the ice. They're going to chase after it. Hands up for icing, whistles out for icing, and we'll take a face-off over on the opposite end.
Tell you what, though, that when Al Smith can come out, tell you what, though, that ice mic's pretty helpful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'm not making an accusation here, but if I was lazy, I would pull a Jack Smith. I'd get a 10-minute misconduct and just stay in there until they tell me, hey, aren't you out?
Yeah.
Because what is the coach going to do? Like, get off your butt and work. I'm serving a 10-minute misconduct,
Yeah.
coach.
There you go.
He's preserving himself for the next round, right?
Right.
So they're playing the long con here. Wheaton with control of the puck in the neutral zone. Kicks it up over and back across the blue line lazily now goes the puck. Poked up and away is dumped into the neutral zone. Fielded by Wheaton. Dealt over to Mel Ferrick.
Bad defensive play here by Wheaton. They're having problems getting this puck out.
Very sloppy play by Wheaton. If they want to close this gap, that's not the way to do it. It's a 4-on-2. Look at this across the blue line. You got options. You got a shot. You got a goal. Wheaton makes it a one-goal game off the goal by Danny Gronseth.
Well, we've talked about Gronseth earlier in this game and how he's been playing well. And now he finally cashes in and gets his team back to within one. It's a big one.
8-18-22.
Goal for Gronseth. The assist to Peyton Mellon and Peter Engelking. So no surprise that Engelking gets on the score sheet there.
Engelking, of course, dangerous as always in these games. They'll get dumped into the neutral zone by Marquette. Blocked and now picked up over across the blue line.
Engelking, too, you'll notice that he's wearing green gloves. And the rest of his uniform, obviously, is blue and orange. That's because he's a native of Edina, Minnesota, which is historically had one of the best areas for hockey, youth and high school in the United States. Of course, Edina, Minnesota, and their high school team has won numerous state championships. So,
Edina also year-in, year-out contenders for best hockey hair team.
Oh,
in
absolutely.
Minnesota hockey.
Absolutely.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, just go look up the hockey hair team. Now a shot from the blue line, grabs a couple of men, dumped out. The hockey hair championships, one of the greatest events in the
absolutely.
hockey world.
Absolutely.
Anytime a kid shows up there, he's just a kid from the west side with a dream, baby. A shot on the off the drop leads to a goal here, 4-2. So the puck goes up in the air, they drop it right there, and they'll get tapped in. Marquette Golden Eagles make a 4-2, add to a 2-goal lead.
44.
Goal for Marquette. Looked like it was Christopher Coletta jamming it in there, and that's a big one. Marquette gets their insurance goal back, and now they lead it 4-2. So we get some disturbed blaring throughout the speakers here at the Nelson Center.
I challenge you to find anybody from age about 18 to 30 that will not go "Wah, ah," when that happens. They don't even have to like the stirred, they just know what to do.
Right.
It's a Pavlovian response. Is the Marquette Golden Eagles kick the puck up along the far boards over into the neutral zone. Coming in with speed across the blue line, and they'll deal it up over to the far corner. Poked away now. Going the other way with the puck is number 22, Peter in. It's number 22, sorry, excuse me. Peter Engelking. I can't say his name. Kicked up to the blue line, shot now wide.
It's been a long day, man, I tell you what. We've been here since, what, 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. Well, I mean, we both live about an hour and a half away from Springfield as well. So.
Yeah.
Well, the drive goes in. Here we go. Kicked up to the far point now. Poked out by Wheaton. It's a 2-on-1. They got plenty of space here across the blue line. Finds a man. Move. Shot.
Oh.
No, it's a save. Great save there. Sprawling save.
We'll go back and take a look at that one on replay at the next whistle.
It'll get shoveled away by the goalie, Deinhammer. And across the blue line go the Golden Eagles with a shot. That was a little knuckle puck off of the skater leg. And it'll get poked up and out of play.
All right, let's go back and take a look at that save here on the replay. And we'll just keep an eye that, oh, whoops. That shouldn't have happened. Let's get that back again.
There it goes.
You see here the 2-on-1, and believe the goaltender just got a little bit of a piece of it there. So big stop, keeping this game here at 4-2.
Yeah, that is one of those things that will just it'll eat you alive. Is waiting too long to develop a play. You have to realize when your opportunity is, and your opportunity is not always that close to the goalie. And so the puck will be chased over into the near boards in the offensive zone of the Golden Eagles here. Played down by number 54, Jeremy Suger. Or 27-26 to go here in the second period. Kicked up to the far blue line. Pressure put on here. Three Golden Eagles, excuse me, and 3 Thunder players strong on the puck over on the far side, but we have a roving scrum that's kind of made its way around the corner. And there we go. Now broken out there. The Thunder will try and take it into the neutral zone. They'll do just that. They'll lose control of it, though. Here go the Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles try and dump it, but that'll go right into the benches.
These last about 4 minutes or so of this period are going to be key for the Wheaton Thunder. Obviously, being down by 2 is never a good thing, and this is like the first time this whole day that we've had a 2-goal lead in the second period, so we'll see how Wheaton responds and maybe if they can cut that deficit down a little bit here before we go into the second intermission.
The only sustained 2-goal lead. Oh, hold on. Up across the blue line. Shot and a save made. Great save by Jacob Swan.
Yeah, Swan keeping this deficit at 2. And we'll watch it again here. But, I mean, he's been good all night long. And even though he's allowed those 4 goals, he is giving his team a chance to compete. And we'll see if he can keep it up here. These refs are moving quick on the face-offs.
They really are. There's no time to play the music. We get about 2 beats in.
Or the replay for that matter.
Yeah. Pucked up down the length of the ice. Let's see. Let's time this one.
It's a little bit different with the icing because you got to go all the way down the ice. But, I mean, it's not taking more than 30 seconds tops for these guys to get ready.
14, 15, 16, 17 seconds to the face-off from icing. That's outrageous.
That's lightning fast.
Gary Bettman would be having a conniption right now. Where's my commercial time here? And here we go. Delts up now over down the ice. 200 feet, icing. Let's see if they can beat their 17 seconds. I'm just gonna feel it out here. Look at this ref. Can we get a camera on this ref? Look at him. He's got some speed skating strides. He just goes straight there.
Apollo Ono-esque.
Yeah,
on
for real.
the official.
Oh, I don't know any other speed skaters. So.
I don't either. Don't worry, you're just like me. So.
But yeah, quick back on the face-off now. 3 minutes left. Shot on, save made by Jacob Swan. Puck will get played up to the blue line. Now dumped down and poked back up. As it'll get redirected towards Swan. She mentioned that I was just a roller on the edge that Swan redirected. Not a very intensive save as the Golden Eagles try and get one more before the end of the second here. Dealt up into the slot area, and intercepted by Wheaton, who will now take into the neutral zone. 3-on-2 across the blue line. Drop pass, looks for a man, looks for a shot. Oh, it's going to hit the leg, and that looked like it really, really hurt. That's number 40, Harrison Proctor. And a little bit of a limp there. I'll leave a bruise.
Whistle blown here. Let's see what we get. Not sure. I don't think. Oh, it looked like the net came off its moorings there.
There it is. Net's off its moorings. We're at a poor angle to see that net off its moorings. It's just, I'm like, it's got to be off, but just like ever so slightly. Why would they call? And they moved it about 3 feet.
Right.
Face-off won by the Marquette Golden Eagles. They'll play the puck over behind the net of Jacob Swan. Redirect the puck down the length of the ice. There's going to be no icing call on this. Under 2 minutes left to go here. Marquette, the puck in the D zone. Man goes down. Man loses his stick. That looks like it's number 30, Cale Shepard. He comes out behind the play to get it. Meanwhile, a centering pass is going to go well awry. Man goes down. That didn't look like a trip, but the hand's up for a trip. Golden Eagles have the puck, and they have an upcoming power play. I think that was a pretty soft trip call. The guy went down, but here it is.
Let's watch it here on replay, see if we can find it.
It should have happened right about center ice, I think, here. So watch him come out right here. You can see a man goes down, but I don't think there was all that much.
Yeah, he might have gotten the stick in there.
He might have gotten the stick, but I think he's falling around his legs, but he didn't really touch his legs at all here.
Nonetheless, still a penalty whether you like it or not.
Hey, that's the thing. Is a penalty is a penalty. That means that Marquette is going to have the man advantage going into the end of the second period. They'll have 33 seconds at the start of the third period as well, with the man advantage looking to grow that goal to a 3-goal lead. Grow that lead to a 3-goal lead. Kick down the length of the ice.
Big chance here, though. We were talking about in our first game about how that 3-goal lead can kind of be the dagger. And if you can take that in the locker room, that'd be huge.
Absolutely. Now up and across the blue line into the neutral zone. Drop pass. Marquette tries to find a little bit of space, but there's 3 men right there. You're on the power play. You don't need to be doing wild stick handling moves to get into the slot area now. Kicked up to the blue line. Shot rejected right back to the stick of the guy who just shot it. As Anthony Borgonzi. And so puck in possession now up along the near boards, kicked up to the near point, fake shot, now down and back up. Oh, he got to have your stick down on the ice here.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Marquette, and it'll wind down the rest, or most of the rest of the clock here.
Ryan Slavin up across the blue line. Drop pass, here we go. Marquette with one last push here with 15 seconds left to go. Deals it to the near point, shot wide, now back up, centering pass, can't quite find it, bounces back to the blue line, and they're gonna take one shot, rebound, and that might be the last shot as they try and center it. 1-0, that'll end the second period. So your score at the end of the second period, the Wheaton Thunder 2, the Marquette Golden Eagles 4. We'll be right back with the third period. Catch you then. Welcome back, everybody, to third period action between the Marquette Golden Eagles and the Wheaton Thunder. Marquette, the number 1 ranked seed in this game, up 4-2 over the Wheaton Thunder, who are the 4th seed. We're watching Bronze Division action here in the MACHA tournament. Up after this, Bradley takes on Iowa State. That'll be a great game. We anticipate that maybe be game of the day, although we've seen 2 very strong games here on Rink 1. And Wheaton couldn't make this a game yet. Only down by 2 so far, but Marquette seemed to have the ice tilted in their direction near the end of the season. We'll get ready for face-off here at center ice. At the Nelson Ice Complex at Springfield, Illinois, home of the the Springfield Junior Blues. No finer place to spend Valentine's Day than Springfield, Illinois. I'm told it's the most romantic city on earth. Off the face-off and immediately slapped down the length of the ice by the Thunder.
Don't lie and tell people that Springfield is the most romantic city in the U.S. We know that's a lie.
Abraham Lincoln had a wife, sir. She was crazy, but he did have a wife. So it's somewhat romantic, right? Theoretically, did they meet in
I suppose.
Are we bad Illinoisans that we don't know if they met in Springfield?
I don't know. I'm not from Illinois, so.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I guess you Minnesotans wouldn't know much about it. As a centering pass now broke up. It broke out now as it's back to even strength here. Hands up for icing, and it's waved off. Look here, I'm from Southern Illinois. We got 2 things, and that's corn and Abraham Lincoln, all right? It's about all we got. Good move there by Wheaton. Trying to centering pass. Shot. Oh, and it's off the glove there, and it'll be taken by Marquette going the other way, up across the blue line. They'll deal it. Go on over to Smith. Smith loses control going the other way. Here we go. It's a 2-on-2. 3-on-2 now. Caught him on a line change. And it'll be poked away by the Marquette Golden Eagles. And coming to the bench there. Just disappointed. You can see him shake his head. I knew we had a chance right there. Dumped in. Marquette will get a line change. So 5 men in the defensive zone. Pick it up for the Thunder. Thunder now up along the near boards. Dealing it. On over to Proctor. Proctor deals it over to Elello. Elello tries to find a pass, but it's going to go off several sticks, several defenders, and right back to Elello, who will fire it from behind the net into the side of the net. It's a really effective shot angle there, but, you know, sometimes you gotta
sometimes it works.
Yeah, it works sometimes, and sometimes you just got to be like, hey, you know, if the goalie misses this, that is a prime setup opportunity for somebody to hammer it in. We'll see a Letterkenny quote, shots from poor angles are still shots, boys. Pass down into the neutral zone, or at least attempted to by the Thunder. They'll turn it around. Play it from the defensive zone. Try and go for a good pass over to number 21, Chris Hasey, but can't quite make it. It'll get dumped down the length of the ice, called for icing with 17.5 to go.
Yeah, one of the earlier opportunities about a minute or so ago where Carter Deinhammer made the save. Kind of a weird angle where he kind of tried to glove it with the backhand scoop and kind of made for a weird save situation for him. And luckily his defense bailed him out, but not really sure what that approach was there on that shot attempt.
It was almost like an inverted.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for, inverted.
Yeah, it was a bizarre thing, and he's lucky it didn't burn him because that was a very good rebound off of his glove. And usually when you come out to make a glove save that far out, if you miss that, it leaves you in a prime opportunity to have an open net behind you. And now a centering pass off to the legs. Shot save made by Deinhammer. Good job there. And now it's going to get broken out.
That was the best save, I think, of the game for him.
Absolutely. Steps up into the offensive zone. Shot and a save made by Deinhammer once again off of the shot by Inkilling.
Yeah, Engelking was a really good shot there. And better save by Deinhammer, who is, again, despite the fact that he's given up only 2 goals, he's still been very good in this game.
Face-off won by the Golden Eagles. Poked into the neutral zone. Oh, look at this. It's a 3-on-1. 4-on-1 possibly. Shot off the rebound. Shot up above the net. 16.5 to go, and they could have made it 5-2, but the puck just rolled off the stick, maybe 6 inches above the net. That was a chance and a half.
Yeah, you can't let opportunities like that go to waste, and unfortunately for Marquette, they did right there.
Puck gets dumped down the length of the ice. That'll be played by Deinhammer to his own man. D loses control of it. Shot, and now a save made by Dine King on the quick turnaround by Wheaton. Marquette breaks puck into their own zone. They'll quickly lose control of it at the blue line, though, and there's just 3 or 4 players down. There's been a player down for 4 passes. It was a little roll on over to Swan, who will cover it up.
Yeah, good job by Swan taking that one in. 15:49 to go. We're starting to get to that point in the game where Wheaton needs to get something going here sooner rather than later.
We need to wake up. We know it's eking late into the night here. It's not that late.
I was going to say,
it's not that late, but now that the sun's down, you know, maybe they're getting a little tired. Who knows? It's been a long day for some of these teams. It's been a long day for this team, me and you here.
Exactly.
15 and change to go here in the third period. This puck enters the neutral zone. Marquette kicks it up along the far boards, loses control of it, as now it'll get dumped right back out, but not before Marquette gets to it along the far boards. There it goes into the neutral zone. Wheaton gets a nice line change out. Marquette goes and plays fetch. Up into the neutral zone. Good pass up into the offensive zone. Shot off of the glove of Swan.
And those are the kind of saves that are going to come back later if Wheaton is able to come back in this game, or we'll look back and say, oh, that's an underrated save made by Swan.
It's a little pushing and shoving match. The puck will roll over to Swan. Swan will cover it up. Just under 15 to go here in the third.
Reminder, too, that coming up next we'll have Bradley and Iowa State in the Gold Division quarterfinals. Winner will play number 1 Iowa tomorrow night. So looking forward to that one, 4 versus 5. It's going to be, at least on paper, it's a great matchup. Teams split during the regular season, too.
Absolutely, and later tomorrow night. Oh, hold on, centering pass, shot. Oh, off of the chest. That was an awkward looking save there. He raised his body just to make that little chest save instead of a glove it, but it was effective nonetheless, as now Wheaton is on the attack. Dealt up along the far boards, up to the far point, shot. Oh, and he missed it, but it went wide. Puck in the slot area, poked around, grabbed now along the far boards. So it'll get played up. Hit a shot from the point off the legs of a defender, and now all the way down. No ice, as it was a ruled an intended pass there, touched a man's stick. You got 2-3 men in to the scrum. It'll get kicked up to the far point, redirected off the slap shot. Good job there by the defender. Into the neutral zone, dumped right back in, courtesy of Proctor. Redirect over to Marquette. They'll step up at the blue line. A shot. Ooh. Oh, and it hit a man right where he doesn't want to be hit, it looks like.
Ouch. That one stings for sure.
And that's why you wear a cup. Looking at you, one of our players who shall not be named at SIUE. Let's just say he had a bad weekend in Iowa.
Oh, my.
13 and a half minutes left to go here. It led the question here is, why would you not wear a cup in a hockey game?
Yeah.
I understand maybe baseball, but come on. Cleared out of the slot area by some bodies now. Goes right back into Marquette hands. They'll deal it up to the blue line. Now a little clapper from the point will go wide after it hit multiple bodies and got manhandled on the way to the far corner. Puck in the near corner now, chasing after it. Marquette will pick it up. Turns around, tries to find some space. Instead, shoots it right into the breadbasket of Swan.
Sam Jablonski there on that opportunity for Marquette, and he's got a pair of goals in this game. leading scorer on the team. He had 21 points coming into today, or 21 goals. Excuse me, not points. A total of 42 coming into today. So he has certainly found his stride here, to say the least.
Absolutely, and that's an 80-grade hockey name there as well. Up across the blue line, shot, and it was going to go wide after a misconnection there on the stick. And the puck now behind the net of Carter Dienham. Up across the blue line go the Golden Eagles. Now it's a 2-on-2 going the other way, dispossessed. Poked forward into the neutral zone. Played back in, and up and down the far board. Backhanded pass, and it'll get dealt away by the Thunder.
Big hit thrown there along the wall. Wheaton needs more of that physicality here.
Absolutely, as now the puck will get redirected under the pad of Jacob Swan. It was kind of behind the net there, so it wasn't really a great scoring opportunity, but sometimes this goalie, you just go down and the puck gets put under you.
Yeah, you just kind of got to hope and pray sometimes.
It's like the teams just go, here, you take it for a second. We're going to get a line change in here.
Yep.
Do us a favor, buddy. Face-off won by the Golden Eagles. Shot off the face-off, shot off the rebound. Score, 5-2 Golden Eagles.
It's a big goal. First time this game that any team has had a 3-goal lead, and unfortunately for Wheaton, this one's starting to look pretty difficult to come back from. Of course, there's still a lot of time,
15,
but
52, 47.
it's a lot of numbers to keep track of there. But unfortunately, just with the time and everything, it's going to be tough, but we shall see. But Wheaton's got to get something going here relatively soon, no doubt.
One thing I think it's interesting to say is Wheaton didn't win any games. Was winless up until about a month and a half ago, right?
Yeah.
To Wheaton having a competitive showing in the playoffs, is that not a win from where you were midseason?
I would agree. I think you're 100% spot on. And, I remember when they came to Peoria to play Bradley, they just looked lost out there.
Yeah.
And now they've turned things around, and yes, it's disappointing to see them, if you're a fan, losing by 3 here with 11 minutes or so to go. But they've made some big strides here towards the end of the season, and even if they lose this game, I think they still have a lot to be proud about.
Sports isn't always about winning it all, right? Not every team can win it all, but what you want to be is better than you were before. And that's at the end of the season, if you're better than where you were before, bing, bang, boom, there you go, right?
Yeah.
Better than where you expected to be even. And a shot is redirected off of Dean Hammer's pads. Now a wide open net is missed. Or a connection to a wide open net is missed as pressure put on along the near boards. Dumped into the offensive zone, grabbed and dealt now up to the near point. Into the neutral zone, poked up. Here we go. It's a 2-on-1 for maybe half of a second. It was a 2-on-1. Dealt now out into the neutral zone, rolls down, no ice. And the Thunder are just going to have to find it and play it. Into the neutral zone they go. Breaking into the offensive zone, they're going to pull up, find a man in the high slot here, find some space, shot. Oh, it looked like Carter Dienhammer was about to eat it right there. He looked like he was about to trip.
Got back, stayed on his feet though, made the save.
Dealt out into the neutral zone, and one more time, the Wheaton Thunder will have to reset here. Pressure on the man, that's Gronseth. Gronseth, of course, has found his way onto the score sheet tonight. He made it a 2-2 game briefly.
Point and a goal and an assist,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
2 points on the game, and we said coming into this game, Gronseth would be a guy to watch. He's been a real difference maker, as now we have a hand up for a penalty, and he has been a difference maker for Wheaton. Yeah,
he has, and they need to get as much as they can out of him. So penalty coming up here, looks like, and I believe Wheaton will go on the power play.
Well,
they need this.
Slash call on Jack Smith. And they do need this.
I was going to say, Jack Smith has seen his fair of penalty minutes tonight. Fair share.
I would agree. I think he's been, is this his second or third time in the box? Third?
Second, but I think he was the one that had the misconduct.
He was the one who had the misconduct, he sat in for 20 or so minutes.
Right. He's probably like, oh, man, here we go again.
I'm so glad we got the live mic of the ref here, as we're going to have a face-off here in the offside circle, or in the opposing circle. My bad. It's the icing call. I'm so glad we got the audio of the ref going, shouldn't he be out by now?
that was pretty. That's one of the reasons why I like it. You know, you try not to be invasive of their privacy, but it is funny to hear stuff like that picked up on there.
Well, and if you're a hockey fan who doesn't have the kind of access that, you know, we have or teams have, it's interesting to hear how people communicate with each other on ice, because, you know, even the refs aren't above the hockey talk. You know,
right.
We're everybody involved in the game is hold on here, Marquette with a little bit of space, and they'll get quickly dispossessed. Everybody involved in the making, playing of, and officiating a game is a hockey person, and you can just kind of guess at the kind of shenanigans that go on. And so the Golden Eagles roll the puck up into the neutral zone. Backhanded pass attempt, finds a man open up across the blue line. Pushed across and grabbed behind the net of Swan. Fighting in there is Jack Smith. Or that's not Jack Smith, it was a 42, I thought. My bad. Jack Smith.
He's still in the box.
I'm like, hey, that's a 42. I look at 42, that's Jack Smith. I'm like, I guess it wasn't. I guess I'm blind. 7:59 to go here in the third period.
Big hit thrown there.
Absolutely, as the Wheaton Thunder try and break it in. 17, 16, 15 left to go. The power play for the Wheaton Thunder, and you would not guess that they are the team on the power play. You'd think maybe they're on the penalty kill on this exchange. And I think Wheaton, despite having a fairly large bench, they look kind of winded here.
They do, and they just seem to, you can tell the frustration's starting to mount a little bit. They had a player that slammed his stick once he got to the bench off a change, so the frustration is starting to build for this Thunder team.
And we said, you know, this is a successful season by simply making the playoffs and competing, but that doesn't mean they don't want to win this game, you know?
Right.
And now a centering pass shot. Oh, and it's a great save by Dean Hammer. The guy was right there. If he had elevation, he would have scored. Going across the blue line now. The Golden Eagles, that'll be at number 52, Alelo. Alelo loses control of it. Dealt now and back into the neutral zone. Poked back in by Kalita. Alelo walks away from the scrum with it along the near boards. Dished over to Serger. Man goes down over in the far corner there, and the puck exits the zone. Here go the Golden Eagles one more time. Along the near board, walks away with it. Wheaton Thunder do now. Breakout pass, here we go. Finds the man in Gronseth. Gronseth tries to make a play happen. It's gonna get directed wide of the net. Going the other way, here we go. One-on-one shot and a save made by Jacob Swan. On a good chance there by Christopher Coletta.
I should mention, too, that the winner of this game will take on Northern Illinois tomorrow at 1 p.m. And Northern Illinois beat Bradley today in the Bronze Division, the other Bronze Division semifinals. That was a 4-3 final. So looks like Marquette right now, but of course things can change here over the next 5:49.
Hands up for offside as the Thunder vacate the zone. Directed now down behind the net. Over to the far corner, back and forth they go. Dealt up along the far boards, turned around now, and here come the Golden Eagles in the neutral zone. They're going to cross the line in an improper fashion. That is known to the layman as offside.
Yeah, improper fashion indeed. And so we'll get the whistle and the face-off outside of the zone. Actually, let's see. It's going to come down to the other blue line here. So not sure what that was about.
No.
But
I mean, that was clearly offside.
yeah, it was, no question. They know something we don't.
You know, you ever get the feeling that sometimes officials, when it's being called a cross-check versus, oh, there's a shot and a save made. A cross-check versus, a boarding, or maybe is it offsetting minors or not? They just kind of throw darts at dartboard.
Yeah,
that works.
pretty much. We'll take a guess.
We think we'll all just have to face off over there. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Puck up along the near boards, dealt into the neutral zone. Across the blue line, shot in, it'll go off the legs and out of play. I once had a friend talk to me, and he was getting into hockey. And he said, I think the difference between people who really know hockey and people who are just getting into hockey is how much they try and explain what the refs do.
Yeah.
He says, people who are getting into hockey are trying to explain, like, oh, well, it's, this is happening. People who grew up with the game is now a shot, the face-off covers up, are just kind of like, yeah, the refs put the face-off wherever they want sometimes. It just is what it is.
I don't know who it is, but Iowa State or Bradley, one of those teams is just absolutely blaring their music here. I can feel it basically vibrating here in the press box.
I gotta say, as a radio professional, I like to take good care of my ears,
Yeah.
And I am like seriously judging these poor kids in their hearing ability.
Yeah.
Every bass note that I can feel is another decibel of range lost by these poor kids.
Right.
And a face-off goes to the Golden Eagles. They'll deal it into the neutral zone. Up across the red line, across the blue line, shot, and then it was one of those improper fashion things we talk about. It's called offside. That's your Luke's tip of the day is when you cross the line in an improper fashion, called offside. All right, so I'd like you to place your bets. We can figure this out once we see the locker room assignments. Is the music blaring? Is that Bradley or Iowa State? How well you know your own team?
Oh, man. They do like to – Bradley loves to blare their music, but it's usually not this loud. So, I'm going to guess – I'm going to go with Iowa State.
I think that's a good guess. If you hear Eddie Money blaring, that's usually the SIUE squad.
Okay. They're big Eddie Money guys, huh?
Oh, they're big Eddie Money guys. It's their victory song. Is Take Me Home Tonight by Eddie Money. So
gotcha.
It's an interesting choice, to be sure.
Yeah.
Is the Golden Eagles step across the blue line, 3.5 to go here. Backhanded opportunity, shot up and over, and it's so hard to get control of those little rolling pucks, especially when you have backhand, your blade's not working with you. Just try to get the shot off, and it went up and out.
Yeah, that was a good-looking opportunity there, but obviously you can't when you can't corral it like that, it's hard to get it on net. So fortunately for Marquette, didn't work out that time, but now they've got an opportunity to try and strike again here on the faceoff with 3:22 to go in the third.
Face-off won by the Golden Eagles. A shot now, and another shot, and it'll be covered up immediately by Swan.
Bradley and Iowa State, though, coming up next at 8, and it's the 4 versus 5 matchup in the the gold division. So again, we kind of been talking about it. That's we've had some good games already today, but this is the game we've been looking forward to the most coming up next.
It's like a UFC fight night. We have our prelim rounds, which have been interesting, great fights, but there's one main card. Shot to save made. That's a great opportunity. But as I was saying, though, you got your title card. This is the big ticket attraction tonight is Bradley, Iowa State. I know there's a number of coaches who have been in and out all day who are going to come watch this game. Some to scout, some just because it'll be a good game.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one for sure. And mentioned that these teams split in the regular season back in November in Peoria, and Bradley won 6-2 the first game, and then Iowa State won 2-1 in overtime the second game. So couple of tale of two games, so anybody's guess who wins tonight.
Dumped into the offensive zone by Marquette as we tick under 3 minutes to go here. Golden Eagles can hold a controlling 5-3 lead. They're going to try a wraparound shot. Can't quite make it. Now it's going to go the other way for the Thunder. Heads up. That'll be called icing.
No, I think we got too many men on the ice here actually against.
Too much man? I thought there was an icing call on that behind
maybe
the play.
Maybe there was. The referee was discussing in front of the Wheaton bench, and that's, I think you are correct, but the way he started pointing at first, I thought maybe we were going to have a too many men penalty called there against the Wheaton Thunder, but I guess not.
Face-off won by the Golden Eagles, quickly dispossessed and taken the other way by the Thunder. Across the blue line. Pressure put on here along the near boards. Now, I'm a fair bit older than you as the Golden Eagles go the other way. Do you remember back in the day, I think it was a Penguins game, when the on-screen prompt said, they're serving 2 minutes for too much man?
I think I remember that, yeah.
That and you can't do that are two of the finest moments of sports ever given
I do
us.
remember that you can't do that for sure. That was funny.
Of course, a chant in rinks nationwide now.
Yeah.
Up across the blue line go the Golden Eagles. They'll dump the puck in and quickly dispossessed by the Thunder. Thunder play it over into the neutral zone, dispossessed again, and here goes the Golden Eagles. Drop pass, chance shot. He thought he had him.
Off the post.
Centering pass for the Golden Eagles as we tick under 1.5 minutes to go here. Backhanded centering pass gets redirected back to their own man.
Oh,
it
got lost in the equipment.
Hey,
oh.
Both of these goalies are now looking at that skater going, now you know how I feel like twice a game. You guys make fun of me. How can you make a save and not know where the puck is? See? You see?
Here's a look at it again. Reminds me of, you remember the Mike Smith butt goal?
Oh, yes.
That's a classic right there.
It's a classic. That's the second greatest butt-related sports incident ever after, of course, the butt fumble.
Mark Sanchez.
Sanchez, baby. That was a sad day when they had to retire that from worst to the worst. So we enter 1 minute left in this tilt as it winds down. Marquette with a commanding 5-2 lead. As the puck will get played over by Marquette, lose control of it, and now Marquette will poke it into the neutral zone. Across the blue line, up to the man, shot, and a save made. I almost said a score. I was anticipating.
Good stop by Swan. That was probably one of the better ones he's made tonight.
Absolutely. It's kind of tough when it comes in at right that top of your 5-hole. Ends up for icing. We're going to turn it around with 24 seconds left, and I think it's fair to say Marquette will take this one with about 25 seconds left. The Golden Eagles, they started slow, and that's something they're going to have to look at as they advance further into the bronze tournament. But all in all, I think once they turned it on, you kind of see, this is the first-ranked team.
Yeah, they showed their prowess, I guess you could say, over this Wheaton team, and Wheaton had a good effort, but it just got to be too much to hang on to, and Wheaton gave a great effort, but Marquette just proving to be too much in the end.
And this little scrum over here is going to be the end of the game. The Wheaton had a good effort. I want to give props. Is that proper to say?
Yes.
I want to give props to Wheaton. You have a rough season. You turn it around, just barely can't get into the playoffs by the skin of your teeth. And all in all, 5-2 is not a bad loss. Right?
No,
Especially as a 14 versus a 1 seed. Usually when you're the bottom team playing a 1 seed in these kinds of tournaments at this level, you're looking at a 10-2 loss. 5-2 is a competitive game. They kept it competitive through 2 periods, and it was only in the 3rd period that they made it 5-2 and made it a 3-goal game. It ended up being the dagger. So a good play by the Wheaton team. Nothing to be ashamed of this season.
Yeah, I agree. And again, you mentioned how they didn't win a game really until November, if I'm not mistaken, or November or December, something like that. And you know, they fought their way to make it into the playoffs here and gave a good effort. It obviously didn't turn out the way they'd hoped, but yeah, I don't think they have much to hang their heads about here. They put up a good effort, and a few things didn't go their way here tonight, but I tell you what, they'll be back next year, and they'll be ready to try and improve on the season as a whole and try and get further into the playoffs next year.
It's so that'll do it. Marquette Golden Eagles move on to the next round of the MACHA Bronze Tournament. Up next, the main event, the title card, a game that's putting butts in seats, Bradley versus Iowa State. That starts at 8 p.m. Central.